Hello, everyone, and welcome to our story. Today we're going to hear a tale from long ago, a story about a man, a journey, and a difficult choice. The city was alive with people coming and going. People were working hard. Our main character is a man named Ahmed. He was a poor man, which means he didn't have much money. He decided to travel from city to city to find work. He hoped to find a job. Finally, Ahmed found a job in a busy market. He worked very hard every day. Slowly, he started to save a little bit of money. He lived simply, which means he didn't spend much. He was careful with his money. Ahmed was happy because for the first time in a long time, he had some savings. But then, things changed. The market became quiet, and there wasn't much work. Ahmed lost his job. He couldn't find any work. Ahmed felt worried and alone. He thought, what should I do? Life is hard here and everything costs too much money. Soon I will be poor again. He missed his family and his home. One day, he looked at a calendar. It was the first day of the month. Ahmed thought this was a good sign. He decided, I will go back to my hometown. I will use my savings to start a small business. I can be with my family again. He packed his things carefully. Ahmed had a friend named Yusuf, who was also living in the city. They shared a small room together. Ahmed said goodbye to Yusuf. I'm going home, he said. I will miss you, my friend. Ahmed traveled to a caravanserai outside the city. A caravanserai is like a hotel for travelers and their animals. He planned to leave early in the morning with a group of travelers. That night, Ahmed sat with his bag. He noticed a sign on the wall. It said, "Travelers are responsible for their own belongings." Ahmed thought, that's right. This place is very busy. There are many people, travelers, sellers, poor people. The owner of this place cannot watch everyone. Ahmed watched the people around him. He saw some people who looked suspicious. He felt sleepy, but he was worried about his bag. He tried to sleep with the bag close to him, but it was uncomfortable. So, Ahmed had an idea. He tied his bag to his wrist with a strong piece of rope. Now, he thought, my money is safe. He finally fell asleep. Early in the morning, the travelers started to get ready. Ahmed woke up. He looked at his wrist. The rope was still there, but his bag was gone. A thief had cut the rope and stolen his money. Ahmed was shocked and angry. "Thief! Thief!" he shouted. "Someone stole my money. Please help me." Some people didn't believe him. They thought he might be trying to cause trouble. Others felt sorry for him, but no one could help. The thief was gone. The owner of the caravanserai reminded Ahmed about the sign. Travelers are responsible for their own belongings. Ahmed searched everywhere for his bag. He looked in every corner, every room, but he couldn't find it. People tried to comfort him. Don't worry too much, they said. You can earn more money. Be thankful that you are safe. This is a lesson for you. Be more careful next time. But Ahmed was heartbroken. The travelers left, going to their homes. Ahmed didn't go with them. No, he said to himself. I cannot go home with nothing. I will stay here and find my money. He was determined. Sadly, Ahmed walked back towards the city. He felt lost and hopeless. He didn't want to go back to the room he had shared with Yusuf. How can I go back and tell him I lost everything? He thought. I would feel ashamed. He walked slowly, without much energy. He came to a mosque, a place of worship. It was the same mosque where he had stayed when he first arrived in the city. He went inside and sat down on a mat. He was very tired and started to feel sleepy. As Ahmed was falling asleep, he heard a sound. Tap, tap, tap. It was the sound of a cane, a stick used for walking. He saw an old blind man. Ahmed had seen him begging in the city before. The blind man stood near a water fountain. "Brother, sister," he called out, "can anyone help me?" But it wasn't a time for prayer, so there was no one else in the mosque. Ahmed stayed quiet. He wondered, what does this blind man want? He probably wants money. That's all blind beggars want. The blind man tapped his cane again. "Is there no one here?" he asked. Ahmed still didn't answer. He thought, "I don't have any money. I need money myself." The blind man walked into the main prayer hall of the mosque. Ahmed was curious. This is strange, he thought. Why would a beggar come to the mosque at this time? Maybe he has another reason. He got up and quietly followed the blind man. Ahmed stood at the doorway of the prayer hall. He watched as the blind man called out again, "Is anyone here? Can someone give me a prayer stone?" Ahmed thought, he wants to pray. Maybe I should help him. Ahmed quietly entered the prayer hall, but before he could speak, the blind man did something surprising. He looked around carefully, making sure no one was there. Then he moved a rug and took out a bag from a hiding place in the floor. The blind man opened the bag and took out a smaller bag. He put the smaller bag into his clothes and hid the larger bag again. He carefully put everything back in place. He checked the rug to make sure it looked normal. Then he walked out of the prayer hall, tapping his cane. After the blind man left, Ahmed was very tempted. He wanted to know what was in the bag. He looked around to make sure no one was watching. He went to the hiding place and took the bag. He ran to the roof of the mosque and opened it. Inside, there was a lot of money. Ahmed counted it. It was exactly the same amount that the thief had stolen from him. Ahmed was confused. He thought, "This is strange. It's like the money is mine. Did God send this money to me?" But then he thought about the blind man. This is his money, he thought. It's wrong to take it. But Ahmed was poor and desperate. He started to think of reasons to take the money. The blind man is a beggar, he thought. People give him money all the time. He won't miss this. I will just borrow it. When I have enough money, I will give it back to him. Ahmed took the bag and left the mosque. He felt a little guilty, but he tried to convince himself that he was doing the right thing. He used some of the money to buy new clothes and supplies for his journey. He hid the rest of the money carefully. He didn't go back to his old room. He left the city. But Ahmed was still troubled by what he had done. He knew it was wrong to take the blind man's money. The next morning, as Ahmed walked through the city, he saw the blind man again. The blind man was begging in the street. He seemed happy. A few hours later, the blind man went back to the mosque. Ahmed felt nervous, but he followed him. He wanted to see what the blind man would do. The blind man went to his hiding place and took out the rug. He looked for his bag of money. It was gone. He looked surprised, but he didn't say anything. He put the small bag back and left the mosque. Ahmed felt relieved. "See," he thought, "the blind man has more money. He didn't even care that this money was gone. I will give it back to him someday." Time passes quickly. Ahmed starts a small business. He works hard and becomes successful. He is now a wealthy merchant. Years passed. Ahmed even traveled to Mecca, a holy city. He was grateful for his success, but he never forgot about the blind man. He decided, "I will find him and give him back his money." One day, Ahmed was walking through the market when he saw the blind man again. The blind man was still begging. Ahmed felt a mix of guilt and pity. He thought, "This man helped me, even without knowing it. I should give him his money back. It's the right thing to do." Ahmed walked up to the blind man. He gave him a coin and asked, "Excuse me, sir. I heard that you lost some money a few years ago. Did you ever find it?" But the blind man didn't react as Ahmed expected. As soon as he heard this, he grabbed Ahmed's hand and shouted, "Thief! Thief! Help me, people! "I found the thief. Come and help me. This man stole my money." The blind man's shouts attracted attention. Several people came and stood around them. Ahmed was flustered. He said, "Sir, why are you making false accusations? I'm just asking a question. If you really lost something, I'm willing to help. But why are you calling me a thief? I don't know anything about your money. I just heard that you lost it." The blind man raised his voice even louder. "You are the thief. Help me, people. I don't want my money back. I want justice. I want to take this dishonest thief to the judge and get my rights." The crowd was confused. They said, "Well, there must be some misunderstanding. The judge will sort it out and find the truth." They tried to calm Ahmed down. "Don't worry," they said. "This blind man isn't even from this city. He's only been here for a few days. You're probably mistaken. Don't make him angrier. Even the judge can correct a mistake." The police arrived and took Ahmed and the blind man to the police station for questioning. The blind man told them, 3 years ago, someone stole a bag of money from me. This is the thief. I want to take him to the judge and prove my case." Ahmed protested, "This is ridiculous. I just wanted to help him. I heard he lost some money and wanted to offer my sympathy. I didn't expect him to accuse me like this. I have my own business. I don't need to steal." "Fine, let's go to the judge. I'm going to file a complaint against him too. You can't just go around making false accusations." And so they were brought before the city judge. The judge listened to both sides of the story. Then the judge said to the blind man, "Release this man's hand. I will be his guarantor. I promise he won't run away. But I need to investigate this matter." The judge separated them and questioned them individually. Ahmed repeated his story, saying he had only heard about the lost money and wanted to offer help. "I didn't know this blind man was so rude," he said. The judge then questioned the blind man. "Being blind is one thing, but begging isn't the best way to live," the judge said. "You should be grateful that this man showed concern for you. If someone stole your money, you have the right to seek justice. But you can't accuse someone without proof. How do you know this is the thief?" The blind man replied, "I have strong proof that cannot be denied. I know that anyone who does something wrong, no matter how shameless they are, will have a guilty conscience. They will try to hide their guilt, sometimes in very obvious ways, and that's how they reveal themselves. So, when my money was stolen, I decided to keep it a secret. I didn't tell anyone. I knew that if only the thief and I knew about the theft, anyone who mentioned it would be the thief. From the day my money was stolen until today, I have prayed for people, asking God to protect their wealth from thieves. This was my way of making the thief think that everyone knew about the theft. If this man isn't the thief, how does he know that my money was stolen?" The judge was impressed by the blind man's logic. He called Ahmed back and asked, "Who told you that this blind man lost his money?" Ahmed hesitated. "I don't know," he said. "People were talking about it. The blind man himself mentioned it to you." The judge replied, "Yes, the blind man mentioned it today, but only after you brought it up. Now we have two choices. We can detain you while we investigate, but that will create more rumors and damage your reputation even further. Or you can confess what you know, reveal the thief, since you are the thief, and return the money to its owner. That would be the best course of action for you." Ahmed realized he was trapped. He thought, "This situation is getting worse." He decided, "In this case, honesty is the best policy. Here's my story. I took the money that day because I felt I deserved it, like I was borrowing it. My intention today was to repay him and make things right. I didn't expect things to go this far." Ahmed continued, "The money was 1,300 dinars. I will give him 1,500 dinars so this matter can be closed and my reputation can be saved." The judge said, God bless you. Honesty always leads to salvation. Let's settle this quickly. We have much to do. The judge arranged for the 1,500 dinars to be given to the blind man to resolve the issue. The blind man said, "That's fine, the money is mine. But for my satisfaction, I want everything written down. It should state that this man took my money on such and such date and is now returning it. I want everyone to sign it. So this dishonest thief will at least feel ashamed in front of you all." The judge agreed. "Very well," he said. "We have already recorded these events. But after you receive the money, you cannot speak of this matter publicly." The blind man agreed. The record was signed, the money was given to the blind man, and they all went their way. And that brings us to the end of today's story on Learnish Stories. Thank you so much for watching and being part of this journey through time, ideas, and imagination. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing from you. Until next time, keep learning and stay curious.